Okay, so the aluminium has now been shaped to fit, or rebaited to fit around the door frame on both sides. I've marked out a line of 70mm, parallel line all the way along from one side to the other. Now I need something to fold it. I need some sort of jig. So what I found is a little gap in between the planks on my workbench. So I'll just knock down the aluminium sheet down to just so it's parallel to, well, just so it's in line with the top of the bench. I'll probably have to put the camera down in a sec. Okay, so pretty much level now. Might be off a millimetre, but I don't think anyone's going to notice that too much. So to fold it over, what I might try is I'm going to try using my lead bending tool to see whether it helps at all. So I'll just run this, slide this along. Try and sliding the tool along to try and bend the aluminium over the same pressure all the time, rather than just one little section at a time, because that will lead to the aluminium stretching, and then once it's all 90 degrees like a proper angle profile, it's not going to be straight. It won't be even. Okay, so it's folded over now. It's probably about 100 degrees or so, not quite 90 yet. I'm going to try one of two methods. So the first method I'll try now is I'll take it out from the jig, or gap in between the workbench boards. Take it out. Now that I've got the fold, I've got the fold line there, so it probably won't be too difficult now. I'll probably just upturn it like this and then clamp it to the front of the desk here, front of the workbench. Just clamp it there, piece of wood on the top, clamp there, and then try folding the rest. So I've moved the piece of oak it is, hardwood, moved it close up to the fold, about 5mm away, clamped it securely to the front of the workbench, and then I put my lead bending tool across there and just continue going across there like that. And then I'll get the tri-square, engineer's square, whichever, just to neaten up. I think I'll probably have to use a ball peen hammer just to finish getting the right shape. But I think the lead bending tool has done a reasonable job, really. Good thing about this is it is 235mm long, so you can imagine if it was just I don't know, 50mm long, and you're doing this all the way down, the top of the aluminium would be quite wobbly, quite all over the place. I'm not saying it's perfect now, but it's given me a good starting point, really. So I'll get the rest of that now with the hammer, and then take it over to the step, and then scribe. This will be the bottom part here that goes onto the garage floor, so I will need to scribe somewhat on the other side, on the face side of this bottom part. So next thing, finish shaping it, test it we'll test it underneath the door on the threshold, see if it fits, and then come back and finish shaping it a little bit more. So it doesn't look too bad now, really. So the tools I used, after using the makeshift jig at the back of the workbench, clamping it down with the oak batten, I then put it around the front of the workbench and used my rubber mallet to just give it loads of little light taps across that fold there to make sure there's an even, consistent curve, consistent radius all the way along. Use the rubber mallet, that'll prevent any scratches from occurring. So I'll just need to file where I've used the tin shears there. Just file that both sides, and go and try it in situ. So the aluminium step is finished. You can see the direction the sandpaper went. They sort of meet, kind of like a chevron, I suppose, on the side of the road, the way that the angles come and meet like an arrowhead. And then if I went back this way, you should see the same sort of thing. I could spend longer on this, but I don't think it would be time well spent, because in a couple of weeks' time you probably will find that there's all dents on there anyway from traffic coming in and out of the garage door. So after I finished sanding it, I used the Methylated Spirits, removed quite a bit of grease, bit of oil. It's pretty much ready to install now. So I will go over, take it over, make sure the fix all is dried properly, and then get the B1 fire rated insulation foam ready to attach, or to spray behind the step just to fill that void up.